Hello and welcome to another episode of FPV News. In this month's episode, we're going to get down to brass tacks and talk about FAA drone laws, drone racing contracts, and a DJI camera from Cadex. Let's check the radar. Now I have to start this episode talking about the FAA drone laws. I'm sure a lot of you have seen about it, and if you haven't, do some research, watch those Josh Bardwell videos or whatever other research you may have, figure out what's going on, because the government is trying to shut us down, making us fly in designated fields. We can only fly 400 feet away from ourselves, and all of our parts would have to be FAA approved, making our equipment completely obsolete, making us start from scratch, including DJI pilots. So please go out, write those letters, make your voice heard. We need to make sure our hobby is here to stay. On a better note, Drone Racing League is kicking off again, and they're not fazed by the FAA. This year they've lowered the qualifying age to 16 years old, so even those little rippers can qualify for the Drone Racing League. You'll have to go online, get the simulator, and put up the fastest times in some of their tracks, and qualifiers are going open from February 3rd to April 2nd. They only have one contract available for you, so you better put up that hot lap. Now, Team Black Sheep is also not too worried about the FAA because they've been working really hard on using the Wi-Fi capabilities of the TBS Fusion and communicating with the Crossfire unit. This will allow you to change the channel on your drone, and your goggles would automatically change also, or vice versa. Change goggles, your drone would change channel. But not only that, it does open up a lot of possibilities for you to put a GPS unit on your drone and send live coordinates to some sort of system via a remote ID. Team Black Sheep has always sworn to never sell our information, and they've also said the only thing they're really keeping track of is your telemetry. And it would be able to be turned on and off at the flip of a switch. So thank you, TBS, for always looking ahead. Unlike the FAA, Newbie Drone is taking everything you know and love about drones and making it better. They've taken their Smooth all-in-one ESC and now created their Smooth individual ESCs. It's a 32-bit programmable in BL-Heli32. It's 45 amps and can handle 2 to 6S power. They've also taken their 30x30 Infinity stacks, which has been really popular among pilots, and shrunk that down to a 20x20 configuration. This can handle 3 to 6S power, and it also has clean power available for your DJI Air units if you want your digital feed. Also with the new digital feed system is Cadex, and they have this Vista Air unit. It's meant for micros and kind of whoop builds, and the output power is 25, 200, 500, and 700 milliwatts power. It does work with your DJI goggles, and it still has 4K or 6-mile range capabilities. If you need something to put this on, like a twig, check out Racer X, because he has canopies that can fit that Cadex Vista unit. Cadex has also taken one of their best cameras and made it smaller. This is the Baby Mertl. It still has great image quality, night vision, and has that Sony HDR Starlight sensor that everybody loves for its crisp image. Foxeer has released their Wildfire goggle module, and this is a dual RX module, comes in 3 different colors. Early reviews aren't putting it at the top of the list, but it is still a very well-built goggle module, and at a price point of $89 is great for those pilots on a budget. Flywheel has a bunch of great micro gear coming out right now. First up are their 1202.5 5800 kV motors. Now these can handle 2 to 4S power and are great for those micro builds. They also have their XBot 65, a RTF drone that has the 3S capabilities, 1103 7500 kV motors, has a RunCam Nano or SplitCam Nano 3 option, and has the Goku 411 stack built inside of it. This drone weighs about 55 to 65 grams depending on which model you get. Also from Flywoo is their Goku TX Nano. This is a Nano VTX with a UFL plug on it for your antenna. It has all 48 channels and can go from pit mode to 25, 50, 100, 200, and 450 milliwatts output power, and weighs only 1.4 grams. So that's definitely one of the lightest micro VTX with variable power on the market at the moment. Everybody's trying to bling out their quads lately. So T-Motors is going to help you with that. They have their Velux motors and they come in two different versions, bling and non-bling. The shiny ones have a really cool texture on the outside, have gold and silver finishes to them. Plus they have lots of different stator sizes from 2207 to 2306.5 and different powers like 1750 to 2550 kV power. Rush FPV is making a drone of their own. It's the Fliggy, a 2.5-inch drone built around their Rush F7 stack. They have a Caddx Kangaroo camera in there, making it really light, and they're talking about some special motors, but I don't have any more information, so follow them on social media, Rush FPV, for more information. That's going to wrap up this month's episode of FPV News. Now, a while back, I talked to a company called Flycolor, and I was getting more information about what they do. So they sent me some 60 amp all-in-one ESCs to do a review on and give one away to a lucky subscriber. So please go over to my YouTube page, Average Hobbyist, and look for that video very soon in the future and other cool projects. You can also find me on my social media, NorCal Drones, on Instagram and Facebook. If you ever have any questions on builds, you can hit me up, or the FPV Builders group on Facebook. A very friendly, no trolling page that's there simply to help you get in the air and get flying. Until next time, keep ripping packs.